You can do politics and be sentimental, but the facts are the facts. You are vice president, you are a minister, a cabinet minister. When you go to cabinet, there's something called collective responsibility. But the ultimate responsibility is with the president. So ultimately, when cabinet takes a decision, we are all collectively part of it. But why? You think there's everything in this government that I agree with, even though I speak for government a lot of times. I disagree with a lot. Sorry, with a lot. But I take collective responsibility of.
They will turn around and tell you, say, oh, boy, for title, no mami. That is what they are trying to tell us. Yabusane say, taxes in one summer, okay, 11, no, I don't know about me, and you through one day. So, we try 11 after a day, to mana. Or say, no. Or catch say, or see, 11 in dear, omoko cabinet, no, a collective decision. In fact, now Baumia and support it. Ain't he say 11 aba na say Ghana for bra mama yam fan Baumia because of cabinet no onu nko ade na oppose but till date Baumia oppose a year 11 he has never stood on any platform to tell us say at cabinet meeting he was not in favor of 11 one miracle Aboagye onko cabinet no wona wo ba beka che say Baumia opposed it in cabinet abra Baumia owa no e woto a obetuma ka che say I was in cabinet I did not agree to e-levy. For how many years did the e-levy about? Adina Baumia has refused to say in public, say he was against e-levy. Omujin say Ghana for Jimmy. And this is the kind of politics they do.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
There's this gendarme I want to kill. And Mr. S. Should I wait for you? Can you send me the videos? Like send it to me, not to point it to me because I can't retrieve them. If you're able to do that, okay. Mr. P said we should move on. Now there's this gendarme I want us to finish quick because MPP for Makacho say need any message. They have nothing. Now saying Betina TV swa. The only thing they will tell you is say, oh, the NDC government reversed almost everything President Kufuor received in terms of President Kufuor achieved, in terms of progress. Into this boy, Dennis Aboagye, I got na TV so. Sir, we study a year MPP for. They are not so boastful of Ekufuor's achievement. They don't boast of Baumia's achievement. Every time they are in a tight corner to prove to Ghanaians, say, what have you done? They will quickly go and say, yeah, Papa Kufuor. Because they know there isn't much left in the system you can trace when it comes to J.A. Kufuor's era. And see, what they do is, they know, say, a lot of the people cannot get even information on Kufuor's administration. And you see, they are looking at a generation that did not witness Kufuor's administration. So what they do, then they say, the moment you put them on the spot and you ask them, tell us boast of Ekufuor's administration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things they have done. Tell us what Baumia them have done. They will quickly say, oh, Kufuor, the oye, no, na nke Kufuor be twaso after the 12 years. Remember, Kufuor free power, no, the 12 years after the NDC MPP ba power. Into the moment you ask them, say, what have you done the past 8 years? Tell us Ekufuor's boast of Ekufuor's accomplishment. Or say, oh, the Kufuor be nyina no NDC has said no. The question is, how many Ghanaians enenim the Kufuor and how many Ghanaians can go and verify the Kufuor? And I'm looking at the Gen Z, the young people who are less than 20 years, who are a little bit over 20 years. Majority of them don't know what Kufuor did. When they go on the internet to go and Google Kufuor's administration, about 1% of what Kufuor did, what Kufuor did well when he was leaving power was to wipe the system of his criminalities. Bonia, the government, from time omudi power, the scandals, the corruption, they deliberately wiped it out of the system. And what helped Kufuor was that social media, archiving of information wasn't great then. We were not using the sophisticated equipment or software, so it can pull things in a minute. So everything was basically hard copy. So Kufuor did so well by wiping all his crimes, all the bad things they did in their government, in the Kufuor government. Into Mr. MPP for say, boast about the Kufuor. Tell me why Kufuor is a great president. Or say, Oko Kufuor, the Kufuor ye nyinano NDC aseno. And it's something they have been doing for years. And you see this boy, say ma Bawumia manifesto, NPP for manifesto on the bar and there. Say almost a manifesto etumi save Ghana from 2017 to data. He'll be boasting of what they have done and why we should look at what they have done and give them a nod. But he is not talking about the work Bawumiani Ekufuor. He is rather taking you to 2000 to tell you, say, you may be called to 2000. Sad time, no phone, camera phone, new. Sad time, Akufuor be president, no, na Snapchat, new. Sad time, Akufuor be president, no. Now you need BBA Sebio, you can use in tracking. A GBC nkwa. It is a GBC. I catch yourself with delete Kufuor scandal. Where are you going to find that? It is a what study. MPP for deliberately every time they are found wanting in a corner where they cannot get out. Their first thing they do is that Papa Kufuor, when President Kufuor was in power, he did this, he did that. It almost to me Kufuor, the almost to me prison. But some of the fundamental questions about the Kufuor Yankasa, they don't talk about it. They vaguely talk NHIS. Kufuor na de bae. Oh, Kufuor time no. And they speak about Dumso. Na Kufuor na Dumso ni ho. And na Kufuor NDC bae na yeda Dumso. But some say, oh, and yet Kufuor free so Kufuor the bae no. And at the in Kwarako school. So you could see, say they strategically they say things when you try to question them, both say I feel like I just one can acquire research. Majority of the NPP people, when you are arguing with them or trying to let them show you evidence of what Kufuor did, they are not able to show you. That Ben who say NPP near Kotana TV so a document to say this is what Kufuor did and that what you are saying is not true. All that they do is they blanketedly they just say it and walk. And this is a typical MPP communicator who knows nothing. A typical MPP communicator who is a party so-called I want to know, but only the MPP and one anchor. Let me tell you, when you see the MPP communicators argue on these lines, it is not say because a party be a the Oma no catch. Until you cannot go learn anything outside what they have done or what your elders or they will lie to you and you move with that lie. Until majority of MPP communicators try catch up and no na sebio omodia kasa bedrun. Now let's listen to this guy. We are make sure DB or continue GH1 and or catch Ghana for say dear Oma no sebio JA Kufuor. I'm not even going to play the video. It's not needed. The JA Kufuor and NPP. In fact, Mr. S, I will need the video. Mr. S, get me the video. Because it is important that I play the video and point out the lies this guy was saying on TV. Mr. S, can you get me the video? I would love to play the video because it's very important. I let Ghanaians know the lies they are saying. Now, mean to me, I'm breaking it down. I'm waiting on my team to get me that particular video. Mr. S, Mr. P, pull the video for me. And that is what they do. And every time you are no better say now ube serious questions about Ekufuor. They are not boastful of Ekufuor's achievement. No, they are not proud of it. They know say all the things Ekufuor kind of positioner they know Ekufuor has failed. And the only thing they can do is to cover Ekufuor's abysmal, incompetent the corruption government record no with Papa Kufuor we and NDC for say no, because they know that when you go back to go find the Papa Kufuor Papa Kufuor then with delete BBA Papa Kufuor you can't find it. Now let's listen to this young man, this man who was sacked as a DC, like he has no shame. Miracle Aboagye the DC near Pamono because Kronunti and today you tell me, say, this guy should come and advise me or tell me that I should vote for Bawumia. Miracle Aboagye Kromfonti ne Pamono. Ebesinde, has he been able to sit on TV to say why he was fired as a DCE? No, because they saw him steal things. He was writing the checks. He was stealing from the government. He has not been bold to sit on TV to say, I was sacked as a DCE. But this guy, a criminal in a political party, somebody who has been kicked out of a government office, is sitting on TV telling me, say, oni nenim nyamia, oni nenim ekwanya, oni nenim nyansa, mimindi ne chine yenko tuaba Bawumia. Kromfo. Now let's listen to this young man.
Let's talk about the tax cuts also that the Vice President has proposed. I'm sure that you have heard this question many times about, you know, if the Vice President says if he becomes president, betting tax will be abolished, e-levy will be abolished, and the question on the minds of many Ghanaians is why can't he propose it to the President to abolish them now? Okay, so first of all, he has proposed it to Cabinet. Cabinet disagreed with him. He is not the only person in government. He has? Yes. He is not the President. He doesn't take ultimate decision. When was this proposal made? Why? He's made his point about betting tax and e-levy several months ago, almost running into a year. But he's not president. We run an executive presidency. You see, you can do politics and be sentimental, but the facts are the facts. You are vice president, you are a minister, a cabinet minister. When you go to cabinet, there's something called collective responsibility. But the ultimate responsibility is with the president. So ultimately, when cabinet takes a decision, we are all collectively part of it. But why? You think there's everything in this government that I agree with, even though I speak for government a lot of times. I disagree with a lot. With a lot. But I take collective responsibility of decisions of government. That is how sane societies operate. That is the essence of democracy. Otherwise, there will be chaos.
I'm sorry. This is a different video. We know about taxes. And I know catch Ghana for say, oh, e-levy ni krampo di Bawumia ni muhoshi oba cabinet and obeka se me mfa e-levy no enye emba and a cabinet edi e-levy ni baye inti ni papa Bawumia oni muhoshi. Now this one cry is another conversation we have to have. Inti se obeso kire say Bawumia claim say ono na di good for oil buyer. It's a collective decision, so he should not take the credit. Oh, tibia omonkwasi adwene. My team, they are trying to pull the video I want for me. The Miracle Aboagye catch up and say, Eya Bawumia e-levy no, me enfa Bawumia ni mohwe oko cabinet and oko agi we say, me enfa e-levy ni baye and Ekufuado ejimi Ekufuado di e-levy ni baye. These same people will tell you say, oh, Bawumia, we have to vote for him because he brought digitalization. Oh, vote for Bawumia because or the gold for oil na baye. Now, he gold for oil. Any digitization no, didn't he go to cabinet for cabinet to agree? And now our cabinet no ehona satam de emua na ohona Ekufuado ni ho. This is the double standard. Sa Jimmy way na omude di Ghana fo ni bia bedru ha. When you ask for responsibility, when you ask for accountability, ye nyina na ekobo okro no. Now they will turn around and tell you say, oh, krono we de me nkwa na me boy intend de for title no mame. That is what they are trying to tell us. Yabusane say taxes in wasama okay e-levy no adena Bawumia enyin free honde so obetwa e-levy mu after e de yetuma na or say no oka kire say or say e-levy ni de omoko cabinet no a collective decision. In fact na Bawumia and support it. Inti say e-levy na ba na say Ghana for bra mame yemfa nhye Bawumia because oko cabinet no onu nko ade na oppose, but till date Bawumia opposi e-levy. He has never stood on any platform to tell us say at cabinet meeting he was not in favor of e-levy. One Miracle Aboagye onko cabinet no. One Awobabeka chair say Bawumia opposed it in cabinet. Abra Bawumia owa no ewoto a obetuma ka chair say I was in cabinet. I did not agree to e-levy. For how many years did the e-levy aba? Adena Bawumia has refused to say in public say he was against e-levy. Omujin say Ghana for Jimmy. And this is the kind of politics they do. The moment I join the MPP, no, wako school says saying what than Jimmy. Because they take your common sense away, they throw it away, and they will put the NPP shit in your head. Into what Virginia will say, Kasana, some scent everywhere no mobano. You think say your mouth smells good. Into Obiagye is all. And that is the typical MPP communication. Mahmoud Bawumia until the whole Ghana. He has not been able to tell Ghanaians and say he was against e-levy at cabinet. na wo na yekoyo MC na ye pam wo no wo miracle Aboagye yekoyo DC akọ wi ade ye pam wo no wo na wo be ka kire me say Bawumia was against e-levy. Bawumia was around the nation telling Ghanaians to say e-levy the 11 million jobs beba. Today he's telling us say yen to man no metwa e-levy wajimi. Na na mo ye mo say Ghana no monte ya yenkwa na eti Ghana ye na ye jimi nti mo betena TV so a enkwase asem ya mo beka bia no ye maamenom ye papanom ye nuanom omuntie. Bawumia needs to take responsibility for e-levy. He was at cabinet. If he was against e-levy at the introduction, he should have come out boldly, especially after he was voted for as the flag bearer of this party. If Bawumia wanted to disassociate himself from this corrupt government, the day he was voted for as the flag bearer, he should have been able to tell us, say, he was against e-levy in cabinet. He has not been able to tell us, say, he was against e-levy. What now we are from as a DC, you are telling us, say, Bawumia was against it. Who was against it. You want us to believe it? He has the power today. In fact, if he wants to win power, he should be able to cancel e-levy now before we go to vote. So Bawumia say opese o win power. Opese o catch Ghana for say he is in charge of the NPP. He should tell Ghana for say he will make sure he cancels e-levy before December 7th. But as of now, the man himself has not been able to tell us in our faces. A foolish man like you telling us say yena yenji wundi. Wo kromfo yapamo as a DC, yenji wundi. Thank you team for bringing this. Now let's listen to this guy when it comes to almost say a year NDC for Abe wipe the Kofoye Yina at the Papa Kofoye Yina. Let's listen to this ex-DC who was fired because of corruption.
President Kufuor brought national health insurance and made health insurance or health universal access to the people. That notwithstanding, in the year 2008, what we needed to do as a country was to simply say, listen, where we are now, with the foundation that this MPP government has built, it's time for us to allow them to continue to leapfrog into the future we want to see for Ghana. Unfortunately, President Kufuor encountered challenges in 2008. The global economic crunch. There was fuel shortages, actually. There was water shortages in the inner cities. Cantonment, Laboni, people were carrying yellow gallons and fetching water from the gutters. And so say, what happened is that we truncated our development trajectory at that time, and introduced a new government. The government then, the NDC government, reversed almost everything President Kufuor achieved in terms of progress. And so by the time we got to 2016, we're in an energy crisis. Our lights were off 3 years out of 4 years of their tenure. Our health insurance had lost 1.5 million subscribers because they no longer trusted and believed in it. Every year, 100,000 of our young people were being left on the street and not able to access senior high school education because their parents were poor. So there were so many things that were going wrong with our country.
So when you listen to the thank you to GH1 for this video. The miracle Aboagye GH1 kanyina say, oh, ya papa Kufuor ya NDC for say ni nyina. One, ya papa Kufuor na introduce national health insurance scheme. Weyo asema obi na no kan o TV so no. And asem way, Mr. S, can you boost the sound? If you boost the sound, I can replay it. But let me try and explain what he was saying in English. Or say, President Kufuor and introduce NHIS. Time obey president, Tino. Now say, afibe 2007, 2008 wono. Nyoma mu ye din wo wiase tie o. Adikudienti a nyoma mu ye din se na insuo ehwa kwa atwe wo Ghana nyina. Eno no see the whole world. Or say na ewiase nyoma mu ye din petro krampo na ebi ni wiase. Enti President Kufuor impuntujuma wo se oye no wanye eno de sikari nyina akɔhye insuo ebenumu. Inti muti Kufuor gallon na wiase nyina na insuo ni na petrol krampo de bi ni wiase inti wiase nyoma ye din inti instead se Kufuor besi school no or the sika koto nsuo or the nsuo instead se Kufuor obeya bridge no or the nsuo instead se Kufuor ebesi university no or say or the sa sika ni nsuo wo hu de oye when we say JA Kufuor when it comes to infrastructure development he cannot mention Kufuor and equate him to any developmental project in Ghana. He knows. Into what he was doing in the say, he was making Ghanaians believe say, Kufuor beto ato yenchembi ane bin sida, entina Kufuor went to mensi dine, went to mensi school, went to mensi factory, Kufuor went to mensi anything etumima ekro we sika. Na saa time na Kufuor epesen koye saa nyoma no. Saa time no na ewiase crisis besi ya na insuo ni nkran, ukon nkran na insuo ni ho. Enti ehu Kufuor gallon, Kufuor insuo, ba wambo bebia Kufuor ye insuo no. Wambo bebia Kufuor ye insuo Kumase. Wanka adia Kufuor sikana oyusubu of you say truncated. Into no beso chire say sa impuntujuma nanka Kufuor be ni nyina wanye efri say na insuo ni ho. Na sebio ewiase petro nyina no na ashorte intema Kufuor ho henhan ho chire no enti wentuma anya sa anyoma ni nyina. Ana oba nanim no so oh Kufuor free ho na okoye no Satan Kufuor ho no na dum so ni ho Kufuor koye no 2016 na dum so baaye o de oyeye o starting the sro o say NHIS Kufuor na de baaye na obeduru mfimfi Kufuor ni regime ankasa no onim se Kufuor ntumi ensi hwe NHIS or say a Kufuor regime no from 2000 to 2009 no afei or try a create a window for Kufuor to escape because ubusan say tell me what we can point to. Kufuor yeah, it is socially, economically helping this nation on to minka. Inti because onim se on to minka inti or say sata yenya world crisis. Debi omunya world crisis. Na eye petro ni wiase na insuo so ba Ghana na insuo shorty or friend nyina world crisis. Enu nti na Kufuor ntuma anya se adwuma no. Saa de na oye no atro na otwa do. Into free work Kufuor incompetence no or champion about 2016 or say and NDC by doom so by or true for that is how they teach them to lie. But my mention what debi I think it's fine. Now my mention na me expose Kromfowi Miracle Aboagye okodi DC ye pamono mumusa ne said enti na me pamono munko the page now mumusa say why were you sacked as a DC where Kromfo. Now, but mention what there. I say Kufuor the NHIS buy. Kufuor mehu dum so da. Kufuor da dum so ni ho. And at 2016 dum so buy. 2008 hon baby 2007 Kufuor the Ghana sike nyina akoto petro. And the ba be ma Ghana. And obeye nsuo. What? Okay. Now, lenya botre na mention my debi. We momo jimi o. Makacha say we came to destroy these people's their lives. Janda mewu. Anytime I say politics no say be any de politicians omo bre. Now here team stay with me please. Let's go back to 2000 JJ Rawlings State of the Nation final State of the Nation. Facts ni nyina nie. Facts ni nyina na meka akere no. Menko bebia MPP4 oven kind of credit. They have nothing for you. Now this is a document say o share document ne so a mame MBM ye nkyerɛw. Diani atro eye Republic of Ghana sessional address by His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. Lieutenant is a lieutenant, it is the same. Now, President of the Republic of Ghana, on the occasion of the state opening of the 4th session of the 2nd Parliament of the 4th Republic, at the Parliament House in Accra on Thursday, the 13th of January 2020. That is 2000, the year 2000. Okay. Me respect you, Obia or Shebibia. And I don't talk to only NDC4. I talk to Ghana and Ibia and Ajuni Ejuma. And anytime I make sure, say, every single thing I talk about, I'll show you the document. Because I respect people's intelligence. And he say, no, I can say, Kevin, no, they all can bois. Documents are all fake. And that is what we have been doing all these years. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, I'm reading JJ, the 2000, the last State of the Nation. If you are, then we move forward. Now, if we be Miracle Aboagye statement, no one will be a NPP for the This is 2000. Yenko tie JJ Rawlings as some account of Parliament. I'm going to read this with you. Let me enlarge this. Jenna JJ Rawlings guy in the State of the Nation 2000. The implementation of cost recovery and exemptions policy continues to be improved In 1999, when an president, in 1999, directives went out to all regions and districts to exempt children under 5 for all services and to exempt entitled patients attending mission facilities at the district level. The total exemption budget for 1999 was 10 billion cedis. J.J. Rawlings, a kind of state of the nation. Now we're 2000, the year 2000. All kind of see, I feel 1999. So I time na J.J. Danwe president. Or see, a year omwa sebio na omofole a year within regions and districts. Sebio omoye enkwara. Our friend children under 5 for all services and to exempt entitled patients. Or see, in 1999, na awufobi ene enkwara omundi nfienum na oko hospital facilities so okoje edian okoje ayaresa na e was say ye exempto bronika say exempto a unya free healthcare. Where 1999 state of the nation. J.J. Rawlings say cat time or your president no. The state of the nation last one in ye. J.J. Rawlings was talking about health insurance. He was talking about how health insurance has or had been implemented in the years before Akufo Ebeye president. Now, Tata my Rawlings say Kasana Akufo MBD abaimu. Or Chemo from 99, 98, they know all my year about national health insurance. How our health insurance has started. And on a mutual. Muntie. Now, Rawlings say Kasano. Or say, a district level facilities no, and I say mission hospitals are Ghana for Ankwara already 5 years and below. Any awufo no omukoha was said any say a geomusika almost sending information the information ma a directorate district and regional directorate say making sure say hospitals are draw any the mission hospitals or Ghana no Akwara own the infienum any awufo ni bino omukoha any say a geomusika. This is health insurance. Now, it is regrettable, however, that although discretionary authority has been given to heads of facilities to exempt needy persons, the verification process continue to pose a major challenge. Or say, now by even though Masa directorate and instruction is say health directors any more hospital akano making sure say enkwara omu di nfienum any awufo ni bino any omu chiremo omu ni bino ba hospital na making sure say omuntia hospital be no J.J. Rawlings say ya din every say instructions no dia kono o say omudi so na bibia kono de jojo every say nipa na de sa de na show munsa no sa nkofo no ama adwuma de ni ya din kakra, but he made you understand say that process was ongoing. Now when you read paragraph 2, a nationwide survey to examine the administration and management of the exemptions for targeted groups and the impact on the utilization of health services was undertaken. The results will be used to strengthen implementation. Into see, a survey. Now, health insurance na cost na submission any hospitals be implement ya amount for be entiano. A survey be a beboa mukena. Before J.J. Rawlings left power, in his last State of the Nation, he was talking about health insurance. Health insurance was there. He was not saying we will or say things we have done. J.J. Rawlings was referring to Nyama Awaye and the health. Now, paragraph 3. In 1999, the Ministry of Health reviewed the pilot health insurance scheme, TA. In 1999, J.J. Rawlings and Noah said, where Parliament, where it's on record, you can go to Parliament and demand for this document. In 1999, the Ministry of Health reviewed the pilot health insurance scheme in the Eastern region and as well as other private and community-based schemes. The results favored a multi-scheme comprising of private, social, and community-based health insurance scheme. In 1999, Rawlings a whole review and no who say health insurance no community clinics their mission their hospitals Aboagye hospitals no the Ministry of Health no who say yes review no Eastern region ekufuadu krom Eastern region no who say nipa dodoɔ na health insurance no sebio ebo na aban ehu se ko omanima sa health insurance nipa dodoɔ ebetumi akɔ hospital abla yenji sika we 1999 na JJ Rawlings o release that statement we 2010 akyerɛ mo dia waye intayɛ na a young man to meet na TV so Jimmy to say na ponu aka kyerɛ say kofo na de health insurance baaye ɛna kofo na be health insurance. Now, this was mutual. Now, you can say mutual health insurance and national health insurance. The mutual no say health insurance card now te kwada su A and now kwada su B. So if you kwada su A, na so kwada su B untumi use card no. But say what we call the national and no what is going to happen and they say kwada su A ubetumi the card na kwada su B akwa kunya yaresa. That is the difference. Health insurance no the pilot had been started. It was introduced na health facilities in the Ghana and in Surrey hospitals and started say implemented health insurance. People were getting free their health care, but it was being done gradually. Sibiana NDC for person free SHS gradually, it was being done gradually. Now, the fourth paragraph. Team, stay with me. The last paragraph, JJ Rawlings is saying, several community-based schemes, such as the ones in Nkuranza, Damango, Bunkurugu, and Gonja West, are already running and will receive support from government. The Dangbe West Community-Based Health Insurance Scheme, TIE, where 2010 JJ Rawlings, not Oman, the last state of the nation, or trade your waye, or see. The Dangbe West Community-Based Health Insurance Scheme, which covers the whole district, will be supported to take off this year. JJ Rawlings will say, health insurance now must start on a pilot basis in Kranza. I don't know. Omo run Kranza, Omo ra Damango, Omo ra Punkrugu, Omo ra Gonja West. Omo who say health insurance scheme no take it off district by district. And this time no what's the district A who could do district A B utimi enya ayaresa na some mutual one no no na entumi ema won cross it say ebia ufri district A na ko district B 2010 sorry 2010 it's not 2000 this is 2010 JJ Rawlings State of the Nation. You need to understand the say 2010 and now JJ Rawlings ready a State of the Nation. He was referring you guys to the 1999. They na on my year. Now you understand. It is not NPPB and a COFA, what we call a national health insurance. JJ Rawlings had started implementing it. Your districts are not health insurance scheme running effectively or can was State of the Nation. You should not get this wrong. We should always make sure say such statement that JJ Rawlings make here in 2000 they are statement in 2000 they are statement we cannot forget. A statement was here say JJ Rawlings the era 1998-99 a national health insurance na juma. Now Shadie Atamils came to power, right? Now Momenkotie Atamils State of the Nation. Now where 2000 JJ Rawlings State of the Nation and I'm really sure na oche Ghana for eba health insurance de waye. Into Omayati I say national health insurance wo uko Srim, uko Eastern region, oba Ashanti region, oba Nkramemwa na health insurance. Na ewoho na JJ Rollins mama ti ase se obedi president no they started national health insurance. It memo ti ase in seminar sa boy ni to work an e atro clear. Now let's go to Atamils time Atamils ebeye president in the state of the nation year 2009. We Atamils 2009 the state of the nation, Mr. S. Yes, Mr. S. I didn't move it. I need to move it. Atamils 2009 State of the Nation, right? My main kind show. Na yen share a year. Atamils so 2009. A year in summer Okafa National Health Insurance. Say a year kufo de buy and say Atamils mobile no what they did a year NDC. Say NPP customer, you need to double check because the NPP they are liars. Sir Miracle Aboagye in summer no oti TV ni sukenyina he knew it was a lie. But onim say Ghana no majority no yenka no krenche mu nti omo daadamu. Now let's go to 2009 Atamils State of the Nation. Now what did President Atamils say? So we read the document now. His Excellency John Evans Atamils, President of the Republic of Ghana, 2009. Madam Speaker, this is Parliament, State of the Nation. Atamils say, Mr. S, where do I pick it from? Mr. S, we cannot go through everything. If you have a particular place I should pick it from, let me know so that we can make it easy for everyone to follow. Mr. S, let me know where to pick it from. Which paragraph? All right, so my team, they are telling me, say, I should go to Kufuor before I go to Atamils. It's JJ Rollins, already the 2000 area, you know. We have to go and listen to J.A. Kufuor. Yanko Kufuor, because JJ Rollins, if you want Kufuor the buyer, and I'm a boy. Inti moma yentie Kufuor the ono so kan during his State of the Nation. Na yanhwe se Kufuor na de National Health Insurance buy and JJ Rollins mo NDC for the din kan start National Health Insurance. Ya pese etwatwa so se na be ya obeti aseye. So my team they say I should go to Kufuor and Sanamaba JJ Atamils. Now this is J.A. Kufuor, the State of the Nation. Now so already Kufuor State of the Nation. In fact, Mr. S, I was supposed to get, yes, I need to put this on the screen. Now, man, for whom baby, I did document any free. This is J.A. Kufuor, State of the Nation, addressed by His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor, President of the Republic of Ghana, to the first session of the Fourth Republic, Parliament House, 3rd February 2005. Into way Aya Kufuor, State of the Nation. Into listen to what Kufuor also said about national health insurance. Say on a start ya or no one because MPP for every time they get the opportunity, say J.A. Kufuor and the national health insurance buy. Into yanko tie ana yanko she the Kufuor ekafa national health insurance ene den in sema okaye ni ntie no kure no. This is Kufuor. Under health, under Kufuor, mama yentie de Kufuor kaye. It is always important say de bia na yebebiem na mo ne ye nyina kan na mo hu party a omutwatro e Ghana. Kufuor Parliament 2005. Mr. Speaker, one of the most difficult problems that has faced this nation is how to make health delivery easily accessible and humane. I believe that the National Health Insurance Scheme that has been launched offers the solution to this age-old problem. Or say, Mr. Speaker, one of the most difficult problems that has faced this nation is how to make health delivery easily accessible and humane. I believe that the National Health Insurance Scheme that has been launched offers the solution to this age-old problem. Also, Mr. Speaker, adia ba kwa edi Ghana nya emu odin se sebio yebetuma so ano amaye nyina sebio nyoma ye wan henhan no eye apomudin na bibia ye the National Health Insurance no ya launch mumientie de Kufuor ka. Government will continue to focus on the full implementation of the scheme, including the inbuilt protection for the poor and the vulnerable. Osi aban betwaso tie brofono no J.A. Kufuor was referring to National Health Insurance Scheme obetoye, and I'll say now Bino will continue with the National Health Insurance Scheme. J.J. Rawlings mo eyeto wa or no ebetoye. It will say government will continue to focus on the full implementation of the scheme, including the inbuilt protection for the poor and the vulnerable. Inti Kufuor was telling Parliament, say mabeto National Health Insurance Scheme, which has already been launched. Ma baino ebetwaso. Now let's go to the third paragraph. Meanwhile, the National Ambulance Service, which was introduced in Accra last year, will be extended to the other regions. Accident and emergency centers in health institutions will also be established in all regions. Government will continue to lay emphasis on managing the 6 preventable diseases, as well as intensifying the fight against tuberculosis, malaria, ulcer, and guinea worm. Even though in the fight against the HIV/AIDS pandemic, public awareness has increased significantly, the expected result of lowered infections rates has not materialized. We must renew the campaign for actual changes in our behavior, because AIDS is real and can negate all our efforts. The AIDS Commission is obviously doing its best, but will need the help and cooperation of the entire society if we are to defeat the danger. The most important thing is Kufuor recognize and say the National Health Insurance Scheme, he came to meet it. Because J.J. Rawlings in 1999 spoke in 2010 spoke about the National Health Insurance, how Ghanaians, how it was enrolled, how when you go to Eastern region, how when you go to a Northern region, in the Greater Accra region. Kufuor referenced J.J. Rawlings on Magana of what he has said. He came to meet health insurance scheme. So how can anybody sit on TV and say oh, J.A. Kufuor and a health insurance ebaye. Now, let's go quickly. Na yanko Atamils the time. And this was State of the Nation. Atamils time. Now, let's read what he said in Parliament. This is what President Evans Atamils account Parliament. Yentie President Mills. Madam Speaker, during the 2008 campaign, I made several commitments to the health sector. I am of the conviction that the health of our nation is the wealth of the nation. The National Health Insurance Program will be enhanced and expanded. The one-time NHIS enrollment fee still remains an achievable goal, and we will work to make the scheme truly national. Into Oka National Health Insurance Atamils na debaye. When Atamils was speaking, the health insurance was mutual. It wasn't national. See, I can say mutual. J.J. Rawlings will introduce you health insurance. No, you could access health insurance. So what kwada so na say ufri kwada so na woko eye ejoso a o card need to be adwuma nko a kwada so udu ejoso a enye adwuma. Kufuor ba no mutual was still there. Na enye national. Inti na wote eye East Legon. Na woko dansuma na. So East Legon na woko dansuma na woko health insurance wodo card kwa. Dey be show. But ufri East Legon na woko sell obi dansuma na woko use o card na. Ebe den yen to me show. And then mutual health insurance. It was community based. Into J.J. Rawlings introduced to health insurance, it was mutual. J.A. Kufuor buy, it was still mutual. Atamils buy no bekache Ghana for say he was going to make it national health insurance. Into Dead Obitina Radio so say J.A. Kufuor the national health insurance buy. Mami read the Atamils statement in Parliament in Chow. Sa MPP for me and Kwasiafo, they are liars. Now, I'm reading show. The National Health Insurance Program will be enhanced and expanded. The one-time NHIS enrollment fee still remains an achievable goal, and we will work to make the scheme truly national. Atamils say the NDC, they were going to work to make the national health insurance truly national. Atamils, NDC, and I'm introduced to national health insurance. Now, in place of the current district mutual health insurance scheme. Now listen, Atamils, oje power free wine sim, wanje power every kufu sim. Atamils said in parliament, in place of the current, that means to say, time ana Atamils efa tumino, time ana okasano, na national health insurance, ye implement ye, na ye mutual. That means Kufuor left office leaving mutual health insurance. Kufuor did not leave national health insurance. Tie, mamu tie nkwasiafo we no mo jimi, atro eno mo di mo abedru hande. So when Atamils came to power, we were still in the mutual health insurance, then national. It's not Atamils because in place of the current district health mutual health insurance scheme, to which one must pay an annual premium, we will seek to implement a universal health insurance scheme which will reflect the universal contribution of all Ghanaians residents to the scheme. Now, Obiat and Wase, where your parliamentary records, Atamils State of the Nation, MPP communicator also Nimnya answer chairman, Ombeka said this, Atamils never said it. Intended Mama Matiasia Waha on Loud Silence TV. Atamils the national health insurance buy. JJ Rollins the health insurance, mutual health insurance. Kufuor betwa mutual so president of the national health insurance and the vice John Mahama Atamils, John Evans Atamils. Jandam is dead. Mama man kwasiafo we ndadamo. Mama yankan ni nyina. Mr. P, stay with me. So this was 2009. This was 2009. Now, when you read the rest of the statement from the former president, may he so rest in peace, or say, since every person in Ghana contributes to the national health insurance through the national health insurance levy, the universal health insurance scheme will allow for a one-time premium payment to the scheme. The national health insurance scheme will be structured to respond to the needs of the population and resolve the issue of claims management as well as those of portability. We will also pursue the policy of delinking children from their parents and the provision of free maternal care. Into Atamils, the national health insurance buyer, Atamils na introduce free maternal care in Ghana. I'm telling you, if they want to challenge, they should challenge these facts. Okay, BBI a friend free maternal care at Atamils government 2009. Now John Mahama and the vice. Introduce to NHIS and free maternal care in Ghana. But you see, NPP, because they have not been able to do anything for you people, every single day they lie to you. Into NHIA, National Health Insurance Authority, John Mahama time any change in the National Health Insurance Authority 2012. Are you getting what I mean? Atamils mo any change from National Health Insurance Scheme to National Health Insurance Authority. J.A. Kufuor has nothing to do with National Health Insurance. He only picked it up from J.J. Rollins Mutual Health Insurance Scheme. And Atamils beji and the National Health Insurance Scheme. Free maternal care Atamils na de baye. Se oba enyem obeko hospital na sebio wakwo afa no afa ne ba aban afaka no. Atamils ene de baye. Now let me show you something. Mr. S. Okay, I'll deal with it. Let me add this to it because it's very important. Make sure facts ni nyina send be akwase be tena TV so ga say hey, mo just say Jimmy Mamma MPP ni bia ngina TV so kan chem say Kufuor na the National Health Insurance ba omo boa. Me be show how the name changed from National Health Insurance Scheme to National Health Insurance Authority. Edini na National Health Insurance Scheme Atamils Ediba National no. 2012 and change dino Ediba the National Health Insurance Authority, a Act of Parliament, Metro Waha, and also 2012. It is already Atamils statement. In in parliament, so down or say many of the common ailments and diseases affecting Ghanaians can be eliminated or controlled through better sanitation, nutrition and lifestyle. Accordingly, we will encourage all MDAs to embark upon major multi-sector collaboration with a view to improving sanitation and targeting safe food and water. It will ensure that district assemblies, besides developing relevant regulations and guidelines, will also implement and enforce them. In Parliament, Atamils made it clear, 2009. Say, this government introduced National Health Insurance Scheme. J.A. Kufuor in Parliament told Ghana for say he inherited mutual health insurance scheme from J.J. Rawlings. Into today, the records have been set. So, be say or your argument, Umbranian pulling documents from Parliament, and I'm putting my documents up. I am not saying it to say me your NDC, me your MPP, me the facts in the natural. Majority of the media, kanu correct. MPP for din kwasi asem wo Ghana. Now, mama chawa there. How it changed from National Health Insurance Scheme to National Health Insurance Authority. Now you see this document. Stay with me. This is the document, parliamentary documents. Let me put it here. How the name National Health Insurance Scheme changed by National Health Insurance Authority. A year by 2012. Why am I not power? Na NDC, right? I'm reading show. Whew. Now, so read the document now. This is what it says. Oh, come on, guys. It says this document is messing up with me. All right. Into read the document on screen is why. This is how when we change National Health Insurance Scheme na national atamels the buy into National Health Insurance Authority. Now, the 852nd Act of the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana entitled National Health Insurance Act 2012, an act to establish a National Health Insurance Authority to implement a National Health Insurance Scheme, establish a National Health Insurance Fund to pay for the cost of healthcare service to members of the scheme, establish private health insurance scheme, and to provide for related matters. Date of assent 31st October 2012. Passed by Parliament and assented to by the President. Part 1, National Health Insurance Authority. So, Obasiawa establishment of the National Health Insurance Authority. Point 1. There is established by this act a body corporate with perpetual succession to be known as the National Health Insurance Authority. In 2012, under the same NDC, and created National Health Insurance Authority. Kufuor has nothing to do with this. So Ghana Health Insurance, National Health Insurance, MPP has nothing to do with it. Kufuor, his tenure was Mutual Health Insurance Scheme. The J.J. Rawlings started here, he never moved it from mutual to national. It is Atta Mills who moved it from mutual health insurance to national health insurance, and under John Mahama and build it and create another act to have National Health Insurance Authority. I feel what you say. So everything they have told you, but my main prove it be soon show. Miracle Aboagye statement he spoke about energy. Say Kufuor time no and na dumso ni ho na Kufuor free power 2016 na dumso ba ya omoboa. We are going to go to Parliament. Ye kwa kwetie J.A. Kufuor etrim ene na no asem de okafa eye dumso ho. Now let's go back to Parliament of Ghana under J.A. Kufuor. Mr. S, do you want me to take everything? I think this is enough, right? All right. Now let's go to Parliament. J.A. Kufuor in Parliament. Yanko tie asema okafaye ewo eye dumso ho. Kufuor ho na dumso ho na sen dumso ni ho. This is Kufuor's own statement. And it's not Debia me start here. Na me the way Edin Kachro na ma chro say sorry. Namachel said, this is the state of the nation. J.A. Kufuor, 2005. Mr. S, are we good? Okay, we are good, boss. So, this is Kufuor State of the Nation, 2005. Muntie do kan under energy. Saatama Kufuor Emma State of the Nation, no. Na Dumso wo na Dumso ni ho. Because I'm see 2016 na Dumso buy and I'm a Miracle Aboagye video me botro. I see 2016. And the NDC for the Dumso buy 3 years, 4 years near the Dumso mama boa. They know say J.A. Kufuor in sema a course thing na they atetemo. They are liars, they are thieves. Don't listen to MPP. Me anko eye Kufuor statement, State of the Nation. Under energy, what did Kufuor say? Where Kufuor enumasem enye Kevin Taylor enumasem. Many men kontokwa. The facts are doing the job. Now read the Kufuor State of the Nation 2005. Baby, I am marking red, and this is what Kufuor said. On one enumasem. Ya pese MPP for Babo Ntebeka said these are all fake documents. I'm telling you. Omo twamontro from a time Bafo could to 700 pounds stay MPP. Omo bua omo nye bibia magana. Anything omo pay asem no. Omo pay Loud Silence TV. Omo hu nkoto omo yoma shomo. Omo free mind omo yoma shomo. Omo hu Ransford Kebo acha omo patre. Omo hu eye Bobi Ansan omo suro. Omo hu eye ankofo mo TV because the facts. Meme TV unkuta fact mema ombaso. It's a fact, I'll tell you. Obia show TV so not credible. Now this is what Kufuor said under energy. Miracle Aboagye statement we're making it GH1 and a midjo match now send Kufuor we only a true for. Yes. Now let's Mr. Speaker Kufuor neka say Mr. Speaker, the energy sector has proved a challenge throughout the life of this administration because of the very high cost of crude oil and occasional drying up of the water. Mr. Speaker, the energy sector has proved a challenge through the life of this administration because of the very high cost of crude oil and the occasional drying up of the water. I'll see, Mr. Speaker, my buy way bread. A bread every say and the petrol wire ding. And a sebio a ye day oba a ye water region. And I say water lake na a ye in so airy. Or say a cost of money airy. And I say also my buying ye bread ama a ye kania hon a ye in the munkania won some aqua tree and my buying way bread. J.A. Kufuor no asem me bejudum. I say I'm paying a gotta GH1. Sekotre na aniegu ne niase o keka nkwase asem kromfo akoye MC ya yapamo wo be kire de ento abama no akore nim no say last year, that is 2004 or refer to 2004 statement way 2005, don't get it twisted. J.A. Kufuor refer parliament to 2004 or say last year after the energy crisis J.A. Kufuor catch a parliament say see I make say 2005 2004 after the energy crisis or refer to Dumso Kwasiafo say Kufuor na Dumso ni ho or refer to Dumso or say 2000 last year after the energy crisis which led to a countrywide load shedding exercise. MPP for mo ya moa mo ya nwan mo Jimmy mo na ma say Ghana where ya papa Kufuor enumasem or say last year after the energy crisis which led to a countrywide load shedding or see afia twem 2004 eye dumsa esi Ghana ye di load shedding ba ya ekuro Ghana ha nyina na ye chekania sope where ya papa Kufuor enumasem abuofunu moje se atia na obi ma minti ne atia moje se akonwa nti ne atia eye Ghana nti ne atia nwan Okore nimuno. I said last year, Massa for the beam. Eden Paul de Paul de October Paul Bew. Last year, after the October the Paul Bew, but let's get serious. Last year, after the energy crisis which led to a countrywide load shedding exercise, government announced a short to medium and long-term energy policy to solve the problem once and for all. Ɔsi 2004 dumsa ye komu Emma Ghana for nyina ho hwe omo bre ya yedundum nkanea no ma ban ye ya adwene se ye ba badwendwene se ne be ya ye betumi esi dumso na no akwan enim yi ene sebio eye afia etoato so anase daache saa asem no ensi biem kofo ka kire parliament se otidumsom ya papa kofo nka no kre ko so ba bonte meka kire Ghana for say this is politics. The dumso I experienced it under my leadership by onka kwasiafo meka se medidi ya papa kofo atem ene ne hiomo kofo so nim se me dono. But when it comes to his political life, he's one man who did not deliver. Boga. Now, uko enima, mamindjum. Or say, the new policy involves a mix of thermal and hydro energy for electricity generation. Also, se si ade, ya say, there is some new plan bi ba, ye de ba be so dum so na no. Eno ye de den, ye de insuo, any petrol kakra, and ye de be den, ye de be generate power. Now, or say, with the success of the short-term measures, the load shedding exercise was discontinued. Or say, omo de plans kakra bi tutu kwan mu no, ama dum so no, omo de omo twa so. Or say the short term, or say animanim he ya no, de omo tumi ye ya ama dum so na no abrase no, eye sene ya omo de eye mfango kakra ba ya ombeso so generator ko bom paye no, ene na ama dum so no animani or say short term, animanim ya eso abrase. Kufo did not tell you it was eradicated. I'm trying to find the right word. He was able to stop dumso, or he found a solution to our energy crisis. Or say short term enimeni heya no omo de plan bi aba abre dumso no sene be ya entoatoa so ehon okorrenti generator ba mo kai mon kan okorrenti na nkwasiafo yibu mo yanko enim na mendwedwam ya anya bibia biem kura am fine yan pe problem wo Ghana biem 2007 na num dunso wo Ghana. Now, was saying implementation of the medium-term policy is in progress, while the Bui hydroelectric project, which is a long-term measure, has started. Completion is expected in 2012. Or see, sesia ni menima ya dia yenya generator kakrebi ya dia so ano na sene be ya dum so ne mabiemu no ye si Bui dam eno ne be wie 2012 ati na no asem. And o catch parliament no etiko focus no na dum so wo ho ba no ma brebra no na o say de betumi etwa dum so ano kura no e kire Bui dam no ma start isi no ene the best stop dum so kura kofo asema ogina parliament kan no oko nanim no Mr. Speaker or say Mr. Speaker, smaller dams are to be constructed on the Ankobra, Tano, and Pra River, and negotiations are ongoing with the contractors on the Bui project towards that end. Kofos catch the Ghana for Parliament 2005 say, "Eye baby a ye freno eye dien Ankobra okoye dam ho." Or say I don't know the basic dumuso ano kwan. Obeye dam wo Ankobra River nchen. Or say osa beye dam e wo Tano River nchen. Ena osa beye dam e wo Pra River nchen. Na owi a obeye Bui no eno na be ma dum so akọ. Kofo si dam bi wo Ghana. Bui dam o start here medwonso e betumi hia ho. Ankobra for dam bi a stop dum so. Tano for e wo dam bi a kofo kreti a stop dum so. River Pra dam ben ya ye no River Pra nchen a stop dum so. Kofo no na numa 7. Afe Matias here MPP nya party o. Now mamen kwase na menjudwem nkyira o. Na afe wo ti ase ye. O say I am confident that successful implementation of the policy will provide the country's energy requirement for industrialization. Now, Obasio said the West Africa gas pipeline. Also, Mr. Speaker, one of the legacies of this government is the West Africa gas pipeline, which is now completed. The first free flow of nitrogen has been done. The project is expected to impact positively on energy generation in the country since gas is relatively cheaper source of energy than crude oil. In Nkofo's statement, he was never able to tell Ghana for long-term plans or policy he was able to put there to stop Dumso. So Kufuor left the country in the hands of the Atamils, not Dumso or the Shatamils in same say J. Kufuor, he handed over Dumso to Atamils. And I say, hey, Mikron Fantinyabwa, I will J. Atamils and Mahama and started to work on the Dumso to stop it. Atamils esomu. Atamils ebe free eba abem na Kufuor e passe e single spine salary. Or say abayem we dwumafo nyina ngi the same pay. When tua obiaka e do free power. And I say Atamils tua ni nyina. Nkofoɔ we are diabolic people. They are bad people. They always set people up. Obe free power though, it can be 3 months. And also a passy be a friend of the a friend of single spine salary. Single spine or the teacher for the police for a binding for the same day or increase almost salary could do level win or munina monjepe and free a bemu and ja doom some Atamils and say ja single spine and Atamils. Or say Chomunaka, there was no money. Remember, I call Hipic. Second, before I'll be free power and no redenomination. And no created to Ghana for Timu say Ghana Sikan with Jan Yia Matamils. 1 Ghana CD 20 pesos and no sad Danny Sikan ye zero snibi. And also my economy ye and no the problem sort at the Swatamils. I am showing you Ghana politics. These people are diabolic people. They deliberately destroy lives. It is a and NPPDB Jina platform because Kufuor na the National Health Insurance bonasum onim nyansa. Kufuor came to inherit mutual health insurance scheme. When he was leaving power, there was nothing like National Health Insurance Scheme. Atamils and they did National Health Insurance Scheme and the Ghana utumita mokada ufina vrungwa oba kumasi obetumako any health facility na ya show Atamils ne NDC ne de Ghana. National Health Insurance Authority, Atamils and John Mahama, and we introduced John Mahama, and this Eco Parliament, the Act by your National Health Insurance Authority. Into wine and the Niminyansa, or Babetina TV, so I catch a Ghana for say, J.A. Kufuor, NPP4, and a Didian, and a health insurance by an NDC Beseno. This is what we are talking about. This is the lies, the diabolic politics of MPP4 in NDA. And you see a guy we are, and it. Thank you, Goto. Utie very well. Every single thing he said on Ayadian GH1 show, he was lying. Now, Okanyama Miensa, he spoke about Ayadian NHIS. Right now, Obi will say National Health Insurance Scheme. ANDC na debaye. Yetumi amawati asiye. He spoke on Dumso. Obia ti asese Kufuor bre 2004, 5, 6 na Dumso jinem obegina parliament e Ghana for ti asese we ntuma anso ano e no handle over Dumso edema Atamils. Now that guy we saka something about education. Free senior high school. Yeti krom ha John Dramani Mahama and NDC4 and launch progressively free SHS because that is what the Constitution wants. And the Constitution is our Bible. President Tibiani Abayembiaba power, they need to listen. The Constitution needs to guide them. In Tomobayeno, if they wanted to do things on their own as a political party, they could have ignored the Constitution to do their own thing. But they were ruling by the rules of Constitution. So NDC, John Mahama, na Professor Nano Pokwajman, Minister of Education, they introduced or they launched free SHS progressively 2015 day students estatico school free kakra omudisi free senior high school e-blocks around the nation.
President cuts sword for first batch of senior high schools to be built across the country with a promise that its first occupants will pay no fees, in line with his progressive free SHS promise. Now, very first story, President John Mahama has cut sword for work to begin on the construction of the 50 free senior high schools. He promised his government will build each year of his 4-year term in office. The president at the ceremony at Nyanwa near Ades in the Upper West Sachim district of the Eastern region told a cheering crowd the first batch of students to be admitted into the school, which he hopes will be completed by August next year, will not pay any fees. Reacting to reports about the source of funding for the proposed progressive free day SHS pledge, the president assured funding will be made available in the 2015 budget.
My Minister of Education was given a job to produce a roadmap for the progressive introduction of free SHS. She has done that job. She has costed it. We don't know how much it's going to cost. And she has presented it to Cabinet. It is my duty as the President of the Republic of Ghana to make the funds available for the free SHS to take off. And I want to inform those who want to know where the money is coming from that they should wait for the presentation of the 2015 budget. If they look in the budget and they don't find allocation for free SHS, then they can raise that issue.
The founder of the Progressive People's Party, PPP, Dr. received some new portion in education.
In my 2014 State of the Nation address is very much on course and is starting this academic year. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the singular honor of declaring the progressively free senior high school program duly launched. I believe that this intervention will bring significant relief to parents and households. Beginning this academic year, we are removing fees for all day students attending public senior high school. Under the progressively free secondary education program, government intends to make going to secondary school free through a progressive absorption of the costs that are currently borne by students and their parents. We will eventually get to the stage where every senior high school student will have the opportunity to go to school free. But it does not eliminate the responsibility of parents in caring for their wards. I wish to challenge our chiefs and elders to support the effort of government by ensuring that children, especially girls, enroll in school, they stay in school, and work hard in this school and come out with results that can push them further up the educational ladder. For purposes of clarity, let me announce that the following fees have been cancelled for all day students in Ghana in all public senior high schools. And these are examination fees, library fees, entertainment fees, SRC dues, science development fees, science and maths quiz, sports, culture, ICT, and co-curricular fees have all been absorbed by government. In addition, the Ministry of Education has received funds and approval to recruit an additional 9,300 new teachers to staff the new schools that we are commissioning.
We are aware of parents who can financially support their children, and we urge them to continue to do so. And we also are aware of those who even go on to support other children. We want to express our gratitude for this very kind and important intervention. We are also aware of parents who wish to support their dependents, but they are honestly unable to do so. This intervention is for them. Generally, the program focuses on easing cost barriers to facilitate access and participation for all prospective students.
So that is the launch of Free SHS Progressive by the NDC. On video no, Joy News na kokaba ni nyina. And so today, when they sit on TV, they will tell you they don't know about it. John Mahama, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, they build schools, they launched Progressive Free SHS. Nyoma students were exempted from so omuntia. The Joy News reporters ni nyina omunim. But when they come on TV, they will pretend as if they are not the ones who went to cover. Nananum, bear 100 number 2.
Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are. And those are the issues. And then Unipa are not ready for just ordinary endorsement. But people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV. And I'm recommending that Obi Biana who affiliated traditional media and why you're bored with it, I'm going to live up to expectation. Your next last stop is PENDREAM TV.